The ratings are almost in. Like many companies, Netflix doesn't like to speak to the public very often. That is, unless it is something that it thinks is positive and paints the company in a good light. Like when Netflix reported its third quarter results on Monday, which included the addition of 5.3 million new subscribers during the 3 months that ended in September. That number was almost 1 million more new subscribers than Netflix had earlier said it expected to add during the quarter. Because of those gains, Netflix ended the quarter with more than 109 million subscribers worldwide. However, in spite of always growing about how many people are paying a monthly fee to watch its programming, Netflix has never said publicly how many of those people are actually watching its programming. And let there be no doubt, Netflix knows exactly how many people watched the debut episode of the set in the late 1970s FBI drama Mindhunter, or any of the show's other 9 episodes when they premiered on October 13. Netflix goes ho-hum, Dow, briefly, goes to 23,000, Apple writes to AL investors make it a good Friday the 13th for HP could Uber have cut a check and apologize to Waymo. Amazon claims more of Teams prime mindshare in new survey well, soon, even though Netflix, along with Hulu, Amazon or any other streaming TV provider, might be loath to divulge its viewership numbers, it may have to answer to the marketplace about how many people are watching its shows because Nielsen, the long-time compiler of TV show ratings, will start reporting on who is watching streaming shows. Nielsen said Wednesday it now has a way to collect and make public the numbers of viewers watching programs on Netflix and its rivals. The data analysis company said it has been compiling information on streaming TV viewership for some time, but has only provided that information to the video streaming companies. Nielsen said it uses what is called an audio signature to identify a show and measure its viewership level. The signature is a technological tool that works in a way like that of Shazam, the music app that identifies songs that people are listening to. Nielsen said that, as of Wednesday, 8 networks and studios, including ABC and NBC, have subscribed to the service. In addition to gaining some insight into the popularity of streaming shows like Netflix's Stranger Things, Amazon's Transparent, or Hulu's Emmy Award-winning drama The Handmaid's Tale, networks will now be able to gauge how long shows remain popular after their debuts, and see which programs are being binge-watched upon their premieres. I think it's valuable data, and I'm hopeful that we start seeing some of it published, said Michael Pector, media analyst at Wedbush Securities. The first window guys should care about second window viewing, especially for shows like Breaking Bad and Americans that take years to grow audiences. It makes sense to let people know that there are new episodes available, and it's valuable to the content provider to know how many people are watching their old content. Since Netflix is the biggest in streaming television, it would seem the company has a lot riding on its viewership levels. It is spending $6 billion this year on acquiring content, and knowledge of how well its shows are doing with viewers could either prove Netflix's investments are panning out, or are a waste of dough. Netflix did have something to say about Nielsen's plans, and it doesn't think much of what Nielsen's going to do. The data that Nielsen is reporting is not accurate, not even close, said a Netflix spokesman in a statement given to the Mercury News. And it does not reflect the viewing of these shows on Netflix. Nielsen will tell us one thing about streaming TV viewership, and it seems like Netflix will tell us something else entirely. which may just remain nothing at all. Big Blue's big day. Okay, so IBM isn't based in the Bay Area, but come on. Thanks to its London research lab, IBM has been as ingrained in the region's tech and business landscape as other area stalwarts like Apple, HP and Intel. And while it may not garner the cool factor of, oh, a Netflix or a Facebook, IBM remains one of the signature players in the tech industry due to its size and breadth of operations. And on Wednesday, IBM was the belle of the ball on Wall Street, as its shares rose almost 9% to close at $159.55, thanks to an upbeat earnings report that showed Big Blue is gaining ground in what it calls its strategic imperatives businesses. These include analytics, cloud computing, social media and mobile computing. IBM said sales from such initiatives accounted for 46% of the company's revenue during the third quarter. And with IBM in the lead, the Dow Jones Industrial Average climbed 0.7 to an all-time high close of 23,157.60. Dear Amazon, please like us. Once Amazon said it would set up a second corporate headquarters somewhere in the U.S., you just knew that various municipalities and states were going to dig into all kinds of bags of tricks to lure the Seattle-based giant to their locales. So, it should come as no surprise that California would want to get in on the Amazon action. And Governor Jerry Brown, who will leave office in early 2019, is offering Amazon chief executive Jeff Bezos and company an Amazon-sized amount of tax breaks to come set up shop here in California. Quote of the day, it will get resolved. Qualcomm CEO Steve Mollenkopf, speaking about the communication chip maker's ongoing legal disputes with Apple. Sign up for the 60-second business break newsletter at www.siliconvalley.com.